Anjanette McNeely, and I am a kindergarten teacher at Layton Elementary. I used to feel a little funny about my path to teaching because it seemed like everybody had this. I always grew up that I was going to be a teacher. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. I was looking into law. I took a child development class at Davis High, and part of that was that we had a preschool, and the kids would come in and we would work with them, and we would do projects, and we would get an evaluation. And at the end of the evaluation, the teacher had written on my paper, "Have you ever considered being a teacher?" Each day at the beginning of the day, I greet the students at the door. We say good morning or good afternoon with eye contact, and then they come in the door and put away their backpacks and coats, and then we meet each other in front of the smartboard, and each day we dance together and kind of feel that rhythm, which actually does help, especially struggling readers. Rhythm helps them learn to read. I am a terrible dancer, but kids don't care. And we move and we connect, and then we spend some time in small groups, working in smaller groups with the teachers and tutors, and then we move to what I like to call the learning rug, where we have time to work with partners and share information. So we're reading and we're writing and we're exploring things. That is some of their favorite things to do. My approach to teaching kindergarten is to keep it energetic and active and engaged, but also make it challenging and set it up as the first experience so that as they grow through schooling, that they kind of have those building blocks, not only just the academic important building blocks, but the social important building blocks as much as I can help them, and just the knowledge of self building blocks. As I've come to kind of understand and work more on social skills, having eye contact, asking and answering questions, leaning in when you have a conversation, knowing how to have a handshake, saying thank you after you receive things from others. The most interesting thing that's happened since we've really integrated the saying thank you for everything that you get in the classroom is that you feel there is a greater appreciation just for the opportunity to be at school and the opportunity to learn. So my approach is to help them understand why we learn and understand that there's strategies, and if something doesn't come easy, if they put some effort in and they maybe dig a little bit, get some help from someone who has more knowledge, or put some key pieces in, that all of a sudden that learning journey can transition for them. In our class, we're kind of a team, and you're gonna learn. It's just part of it. We're all getting on the team. We're all gonna fight through our struggles, and it's my job to kind of coach them through when they're having difficulties. I wanna bring them all up. Everybody needs the opportunity to learn. And this little guy wasn't responding to any of the interventions that had always worked in the past. And I started investigating until I found a seminar down at the Utah State office on dyslexia, and I went to a 3-hour seminar there and came back with some really good information. And so we put into play an intervention that allowed him to draw his own flashcards because he was very artistic. And by the end of the year, he had learned almost all of his letters and sounds so that he could move on to first grade. Teaching is messy, but it's also like life-affirming and joyful. It can be challenging, but it's a way that you're connecting with other human beings and you're helping them on their path of life. It's a way to further learning and to even make us a better society, because an educated society is the society we all want to live in. It's a way to kind of make connections and love others and kind of build that kind of place that we all want to be in. I'm Anjanette McNeely, and I teach.